Hey there, this is Bill Storm here. I wanted to share a video with you about the day that I completely lost it. Geez, you know, if you're a business owner, you've probably been to that point where you've been frustrated before, and there's so much emotion involved in it. It's hard to actually type things out to share the depth of what that feels like. But basically for me, you know, I started out in back when I was in high school, and I did well in high school, and I remember sitting in my guidance counselor's office. This guy's name was Mr. Supness, right? So I'm sitting in his office, and he's telling me that he thinks that I should go into carpentry. Well, if anybody knows me, they know I am the farthest thing from being a carpenter. Completely ridiculous advice. And I'm like, how am I supposed to take advice from this person who's sitting in the guidance counselor's office, you know, making far less money than I aspire to make, right? So then I go to college, right? And I went to Syracuse University, and I'm sitting through some of the business courses there, and I'm thinking to myself, here's this professor, and I remember approaching the professor and asking him what business that he ran aside from the teaching, and he says, oh, you know, I don't run a business. I don't run a business anymore. So I'm thinking to myself again, I'm like, wow, I said, the level of success that I want to reach, how can this person teach this to me because they bailed out on their business to go and teach? And there's nothing wrong with teaching. If that's your passion, that's what you really love to do. I mean, I'm a teacher for goodness sake, as far as business goes. I'm a business coach, but that is my business, right? So, you know, it just baffled me. I'm like, how am I supposed to learn how to do this? So it just didn't make a lot of sense to me. So finally, I went to work for somebody else, and I was good at sales, you know, and I got bored. You know, I was really bored, and the manager that I had drove me crazy too, because he just didn't understand it. You know, it was all about how many hours you put in and sitting there and monitoring every single thing that I did, even though I was able to produce the result in half the time. It just didn't make any sense to me. But I did that, and I was kind of grinding it out, and then finally, I just took the leap, and it was a crazy time for me to do it. It was a month before my first child was born, my daughter, okay? And my wife wasn't working, and I did the ridiculous, crazy thing that entrepreneurs do and quit my job, okay? So that gave me the pressure I needed in order to just start my own business. And thankfully, as of this recording, this is actually my 20th year of being self-employed, and I am so thankful that I took that leap. But the thing is sometimes when you become self-employed, you're really good at a skill, and what that ends up doing is you end up doing the skill. You basically create a job for yourself that's harder than the job that you left, okay? Now, of course, the reward is a lot higher monetarily, but it was still a job and very, very difficult. So, anywho, I wanted to share this with you because if you're the kind of person that owns a business and you're burning both ends of the candle, you're trading dollars for hours, and you're stuck, you just simply can't scale your business anymore, you can't quite figure it out. That's the point where I was at. And I remember one day that I woke up and I basically just completely lost it. I sat down in front of my computer and I looked at my schedule and this huge to-do list of all these things that I needed to do, and I just couldn't move. I just literally couldn't do a thing. So I did what any smart entrepreneur would do. I completely wasted time by going on the internet and pretending like I was busy. Basically, I got absolutely nothing accomplished. But what it told me was that there was something wrong, right? There was something really, really wrong with how you're doing things. This is not how it's supposed to be. This is not what you dreamed of when you were younger at all. And luckily, you know, maybe it's a God thing. Maybe it's a universe thing that I had to hit that bottom point and get so frustrated, and it led me to the internet. And there it is. I saw this ad for Funnel Hacking Live with ClickFunnels, and I am a technologically challenged person. Everyone, I am not a computer techie person, and I looked at that thing and I said, I can't go to this thing. I said, this is going to be a lot of techno babble. I'm not going to understand it all. And the tickets were $1,000 to go, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to go anyway, and I'm going to check this out. Okay, so I made the investment. I went, and I was so glad that I did, because what I found was that it wasn't technobabble. In fact, I found myself surrounded by 3,500 other people that were just like me, and I was thinking to myself, where have you been all of my life? These are the people that I needed to connect with, these entrepreneurs that were using technology to achieve the goal, not the other way around. And I just felt like I was at home there. Anywho, that was the new opportunity that I needed. And as I listened to the different speakers, all I could think of was, huh, if they can do it, I can do it. The only thing I'm missing is there's a few secrets, right? Every time somebody says there's a secret, I always call BS. But there are some secrets. There are some things that were secret to me that I just wasn't aware of, and I needed to understand what those things were. I was missing a piece of the puzzle that I needed to put together, okay? So once I was able to figure out what that piece of the puzzle was, and that piece of the puzzle for me was the Perfect Webinar Secret Script, Slide Builder, and Training Course. Why? Because literally what this did is this showed me how I could sell any product or service online, basically take the skills that I did and multiply myself, because I didn't have to rely on somebody else to do it. I could capture me, the person who believes most in what they do. I could capture myself, turn that into an online commercial, kind of like Tony Robbins or a Grant Cardone does, and I'm able to put that out, and it sells for me 24 hours, 7 days, 24/7, 365 days a year. It never gets tired. It never asks for sick days. It's never in a bad mood. It's always my very best that's out there in front of people. And what it's done is it's allowed me to finally be able to scale my business in a big way. And it also is so much more fun, because now when I do coaching calls, I'm teaching other people how to do the same thing. And I'll get a group online, and it's all highly motivated people that are online, all sharing and working towards doing the same thing. So if you are looking to grow a 7-figure business, I don't care what business it is, you're going to need to understand how to use or how to reach people online, okay? You're just going to have to know how to do that these days, all right? And what this does is this breaks it down into the simplest form. I mean, if somebody like me can do it, who's technologically challenged as I am, can go through this process and put this to work, all you need to do is put in the work once for this, and then once it's done, you're out of the hamster wheel, right? You can stop that struggling that you probably have gone through for years and years and years, and that's the kind of lifestyle it's led to me. So now all I have to do is run this thing, and then I get to share the products and the services and things like that I'm really so passionate about with other people. And it just is a system that produces consistent, measurable results that I can count on, okay? So I just wanted to share that kind of backstory. I'm assuming you already downloaded the Perfect Webinar Script. If you didn't get the Slide Builder yet, and you haven't got the Perfect Webinar Secrets Training Course, you're truly missing out on an amazing opportunity to learn a system that's so simple that anybody can really do it. I'm not kidding when I said that I was able to learn how to use the script to generate $106,722 exactly in less than 7 months. So tomorrow I'm going to share with you exactly how I did that. Would you like to know that? If so, just tune in tomorrow. I'm going to show you how I did it, but more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can do it too. So just look for my email tomorrow, and until then, have a great day. And if you haven't ordered those, the Slide Builder and Perfect Webinar Secrets course, just go, just follow the link, right? Just follow the link in the email, and you'll be able to pick it up there. Okay, thanks so much. Talk to you soon.